and I got rejected, rejection after rejection after rejection. It was horrible. It was such a horrible time. It was like, also I was pissed. I was pissed because I had this degree that I suffered for 4 years. 4 years, okay. That was the time now COVID was doing the most. When I say COVID was doing the most, I mean COVID was doing the most. No, you do you, boo. You do you, okay? Hello everybody, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is I, your girl Sandra, peachy, MW. I think I need to be doing this. MW. Coming back to you with another video. If you're new, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back, baby. And if you do want to help a broke girl out, there are ways to do that in the description box below. Now guys, today's video I was inspired by Nyemba Tembo, also by Aisha Molefe. These are two YouTubers that I watch. So Nyemba Tembo talked about what it's been like in the past year since grad, and Aisha talked about life, like life update, sort of adjusting to adulting. And I thought I have a couple of things to say about that. I have multiple things to say about that. So I thought, why not do a life two years post-grad life sort of conversation. What has it been like? What I am feeling? What the journey has been like? And yeah, so if you're interested in any of that, please stay tuned because it's gonna be a long rant. Cheers. Okay. So I graduated 2020 December 4th. I remember that day. 2020 December 4th. I was studying at Earth University in Costa Rica, and yeah, graduation was great. It was the high, that was like the honeymoon phase. I don't know if you know the honeymoon phase, but this was proper honeymoon phase because I had just finished school. I had all these dreams, hopes, aspirations, desires, so many things I felt like, you know, I needed to do. Yeah, so it was more like I was saying, the honeymoon phase. I had so much hopes and dreams. I was inspired, I was motivated. I was a graduate, the first graduate in my nuclear family, okay? The first graduate in the grandkids of my family. It was so beautiful. It was such a beautiful feeling. And of course I didn't know what was going to happen, but I felt like, okay, no, let me just go home. The rest will figure itself out once I'm home. So I did that. I came home 2 days after my graduation. That was on the 6th. I landed on the 9th of December. It was beautiful to see my family again. I was in tears. I was so happy. The amount of joy that was in my heart could not be described by anything in this planet, okay? Right, and then that was the time I then got the home in Zimbabwe, and my whole family was living with me. It was beautiful. I enjoyed that December holiday, right? Fast forward, I then got my first job. I worked with Amaryllis Hotel as a guest relations manager. At that time I wanted to build myself as a content creator. So I pitched myself to them, and they saw potential in me, and they hired me as a guest relations manager. And I was launching the loyalty program that they have there. But I didn't enjoy my time at Amaryllis. I felt like it wasn't what I was meant to do. So a month later I quit my job, and that was the time now COVID was doing the most. When I say COVID was doing the most, I mean COVID was doing the most. If you remember, that was the time my mom got COVID. That was the time I got COVID. So I have videos on that. So like, I think I'll leave links up there. That's if I have the time or I even remember. So at that time, everybody had COVID, and it was a scary time because we almost lost my mom. She was at the COVID center, the intensive unit, and she was hit the most, to be honest. And it was that was the time it hit so hard. Like I don't know, I was so depressed. I don't even, I lost weight, I was not eating, I couldn't socialize, I couldn't do anything. I was so stressed, so stressed. But luckily for me, my mom's a fighter and she pulled through. Came out of the hospital, and now I needed a job. I needed, you know, to get myself together, because at that time also, that's when I was a resident, an alumni resident for Baobab platform. So I had a part-time job which paid enough to get me through the month, and YouTube was paying too, so it wasn't that great, but YouTube was also paying. And so we moved, and then I went to try and get more clients. I then talked to what do you call this, Afrimax, and they also supported me and hired me as the digital marketing officer. So that was a good job. I enjoyed my time there. I continued just hustling, living. But then when I was at Afrimax, I felt like I needed my own space. I needed some time to myself, away from family, because I couldn't think right. You know, when you're around your people, around people you love, and sometimes you don't see things going the way you want them to go, it hurts. And so you decide to, you know, just being home is dreadful. So I decided to move for my mental state, for my mental health. So I moved to my first apartment, which you've seen that, which was a studio apartment. It wasn't wow, but it was mine, and I appreciated that so much. That helped. That's when also I went through the whole breakup situation and the whole mental breakdown. I had a complete mental breakdown at the time, because I felt like I was failing. I felt like I wasn't doing enough. I felt like I could do more, and my degree honestly wasn't helping me. Like, also I was pissed. Because I had this degree that I suffered for 4 years, okay, 4 years of being under that humid sun, being under that hot rain, and trying to obtain that degree, and I wasn't getting it. Also, at that time when I was looking for another job, I found that I didn't have a plan per se. Like I said, I just graduated and said I'll figure it out when I get there. I didn't have a plan. So I then resorted to trying to find a master's, because everybody I knew was getting a master's. All my friends were getting a master's. So I was like, you know what, I think that's the next step. And I also realized now is that I didn't necessarily need a master's. I just felt the pressure and I didn't know what to do, and school was the only thing I knew how to do at the time. So I applied school after school after school after school for a master's, and you can see that, and there's a video also on that. Oh my god, there are going to be so many videos I'm putting in the cards. And I got rejected, rejection after rejection after rejection. It was horrible. It was such a horrible time. It had me questioning myself. That's one of the reasons why I was also I had a mental breakdown. It had me questioning myself. It had me questioning my worth, and all this no's I was getting were just unbelievable. So then I then let go. I let it go. I was like, you know what, if school's not for me, that's it, fine, cool, let me do something else. Let me focus on what I'm doing now. I couldn't get a job in agriculture because those jobs require you to have 5 years experience, 6 years. I didn't have any of that. I was fresh out of university. So fine, I let go and let God. And yeah, I then got my job with Afrimax. Now I approached Afrimax wanting to do a collaboration with them, and then I got that job, right? It was great, loved it, it was fun. And then I got approached by Biz Malawi. That's when I started working with Biz Malawi, and it was a good time with Biz Malawi. I loved my teammates, I should say my workmates, my colleagues. They were nice, but like I said, I lost that job. I think they didn't see the value in me, so they let go of me, which was unfortunate. And then now with FieldScope, like I said, FieldScope International or Paper Blame, because FieldScope is the biggest company. It's a whole thing. Okay, let's just say I'm with FieldScope International, and it's been such an enlightening 1 month with them. I've been working, learning, executing my skills, being, put in a situation where I I push myself, and I love it. So it's been such a roller coaster in the past 2 years since uni. I've been depressed, I've been happy, I've been sad, mostly depressed though. Disappointed in myself because, like I mentioned in my previous video, I do fear failing. And I feel like I'm failing, which is such a huge thing for me. It doesn't help mentally. Yes, I have my classes, I'm doing well, better than other people out there, but it's not a competition. I'm not comparing myself with anybody, but I wish I was in another better place, so I'm gonna work towards that. But yeah, like Nyamba said, this time after the honeymoon phase hits so hard because you're not told what to expect, you're not prepared to adults, you're not, and it's really hard, but we push, we move, we do things, and we break boundaries. I guess that's it. Yeah, that's my 2 years and how it's been. So if you are fresh out of uni, embrace that happy time, but also be ready for the storm. It's that calm before the storm, so be ready for that and prepare yourself. You don't need to have everything right, okay? You're only between 20 and 30. You're in your 20s. Nobody expects you to get things correct. Nobody expects you to get things right. So don't put that pressure on yourself. Don't put that pressure on yourself. You do you, boo. You do you. Okay? So that's my advice. So embrace the calm before the storm, but also be ready for the storm. Yeah. That's what it's been like. For anybody who asks if I do want to pursue an education, do I still want to study? Yes, I do want to study. I wanna have a PhD, and I know I have to do my masters for that. I have to do my, everything for that, and I'm ready. But right now I'm building my career because I don't want to go to school and then come back and they'll be like, do you have experience? And I'm like, no, and then I can't get a job. That we're not doing. But anyway, if you did enjoy my little heart to heart with you, don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to subscribe, and all the fun stuff, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.